Hey everyone, as promised, I am now going to show you how to connect to the Guardian sensor. This has completely changed my life. I got it about 2 months ago, and it is something that will test my blood sugar like every 15 minutes, and then I can read what my blood sugar is on my pump. Generally, it's within like 20 points of what your blood sugar actually is. Sometimes it hits it right on the dot. That's what they call the unicorn number if everything matches up. But my goal is just to show you how to connect to the sensor. So the one thing that you have to do is that you have to go into your settings. So when you go into your settings, you will go down to options, then you'll go to utilities, and then you go to sensor settings, which is your first option here. And then I want to go to sensor connections, and then I want to start new sensor. So now what it's telling me is to connect the transmitter to new sensor, then select OK. And it may take 2 minutes to find the transmitter. Okay, so you'll just press OK. Now it's going to search for the transmitter. So that's going to be my next step here. So this is your transmitter. This is the actual sensor itself. This is what charges that sensor. Okay, so then you just have to pull it out. This is fully charged, so that's great. So we will just set that down. Now again, just because it's been a few minutes since I have cleaned the area to where my pump was, I'm just gonna re-clean it, you know, just of course to be safe. Now you can ask one of my nursing friends, did I always do this when I did needles and stuff when I was younger? No, but I'm very diligent about it now, just because with the pump, I do have it connected on me and I change it every 3 days. And with the sensor, I actually have it on for as long as 7 days. So it's awesome because I don't have to do anything. This is what I have to do now within 7 days. So, like I said, just re-clean the area here. And then what I'm gonna do, so this is how I connect the sensor to my body. So this is Guardian sensor part. So what you do is you just open up the back and then you just pinch right here and take it out. That's the needle part right there. So now we have our second slingshot. All right, so it's actually even better, I think, than the pump. It's not as loud of a click. I know that sometimes people get scared about the noise that it makes. So what you do is you set it flat on your table, and then you'll see here, we want this part to go in just like that, but you want it to be flat. So it's gonna look like this, okay? So that's what you're gonna see me do here. So you then just push down and you'll hear it click. Now, what you'll see is that it's in there, but then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this part off. So I just put both my fingers there and I pull up. And then my sensor is ready to be inserted, okay? So, same thing, you wanna place it to where you are going to insert it. We'll do it right about here, okay? So I have it pretty close to where my pump is. So then you just press down on both sides. You see it's green on both sides, press down. Just hold it there for a second. And then take it out. So you're good there. Now if you see, if I turn to the side here, you see that the needle part is still there. So what you want to do is just take 2 fingers on each side, and then you pull the needle out. And then it's nice because it automatically comes together so that you don't have that needle there anymore. So now we are ready to insert the sensor here. All right, the Guardian Link. So what you have to do is that you have to push this straight up into the piece right here. So generally what I do is I just match it up and then I push up. And you have to hear it click. So now we should see a green light here in a second. There it is. There's my green light. So once I see my green light, there's a piece right here that I will put over top. That helps keep it on a little bit. But then there are also pieces of tape, I guess is a good way to say it. But I use 3 pieces, so I'm out of those. So I am using something that was given to me by my diabetic educator. She is fantastic. I love her. She has always been there whenever I've had a question. But when I feel like I'm bugging her too much, I went to YouTube, sorry, to try to get my questions answered. That's the reason why I started this channel, because there wasn't so much of it out there. So now I'm just trying to help out a little bit. So then what I do is just take my tape out of the package. It's always labeled, and even the other tape is labeled as well. So you do like a little 1-2 action. So then you just put it over your sensor. Now I do 2 pieces. I do one on the bottom and then I do one on the top. So then you can see, and then I just press down around my sensor and my link here. And I do 2 pieces just because I feel like it lasts a little bit longer. So my last one lasted the full 7 days. It didn't get caught on anything, which is even better, because when these get caught and it rips out, insurances don't always understand. So just throwing that out there. As diabetics, we love insurance companies. Okay, so now I'm just gonna do the other part on the top. Make sure I'm fully protected here. And voila. So now, as you can see, kind of, I am all set to go. Got my pump and my tubing right here. And now I have my sensor right there. So now it already found my sensor because it says it's warming up. So this takes about 2 hours, and then you have to take your blood sugar. Now it's 9:41, so I'm gonna take my blood sugar tomorrow, and I will show you how it will say calibrate, and then it will show my blood sugar over here. Then I'm gonna show you guys all about auto mode, because auto mode is fantastic with the Guardian Link and the 670G pump. So hope this helped out a little bit. If you guys do have any questions, please leave a question in the comments below, and like and subscribe, of course. So we will talk with you guys soon. Tomorrow I'll post just testing my blood sugar and showing it on my pump and calibration. So have a great night, and we will talk to you soon.